welcome. I haven't posted almost a year. Do not worry. It's me. I've tried to make like 4 to 6 videos. I've been so busy. A lot has happened. I'll give you guys a rundown in a later video, because every time I try to do that, I get overwhelmed and I never do the actual video. I'm currently on spring break. Right now I'm working on my spatial dynamics project, which is the 3D class, and this is how far I've gotten. So the project is I'm gonna make 7 paper mache masks, 1 for each of the 7 deadly sins. The prompt was to transform the wall in some way. I didn't really want to do that, like transform the wall, like make like a big like installation, because I did that last semester and I hated it and everybody hated it and it was terrible and evil. So I'm making 7 little masks and I'm gonna put them on the wall and be like, because like my idea behind it is like what the walls have seen over the years or something like that. So yeah, I thought this, because I have class on Monday, I thought the project was due next Monday, so I've been like freaking out and like buying all these supplies. It's due, I think it's due the Monday after, or like at some point in the future, because I texted the group chat for my class and I was like, I asked them, I was like, is it due on Monday? And they're like, no, you just have to like bring in the sketches. And I'm like, I didn't go home for spring break because I thought I would have to do this project the entire time. The sketches took like an hour. I'm just gonna get started on it anyway, because it's a really ambitious project and the studios are closed. Like the laser cutters are closed, so I can't work on my other project. I got a head from the 3D store and I covered it in saran wrap and like pinned it down. My last project for design, I paper mached a head and I was gonna make a mask, but it wouldn't come off. So I just added me trying to get it off to the piece, because it kind of like, the piece was called failure and it's like a bunch of my report cards and shit. You can't get it off, like it's stuck on there. So a girl and a boy, and I wanted to get a boy one so I could wear it. Look at the size difference there. Like, I don't know, but like this was like the last one and I thought they just like restocked. I'm gonna start by mixing up the my potion, the flour and the water. Yes, getting ahead in your classes, it's so good. I'm gonna get the same grade I would if I spent 15 minutes on it, but don't tell my teachers. Cut to me mixing up my potion. Okay, so this is me, like, I thought it would be a good idea to like do like a little time lapse of me like mixing up all my paper mache stuff, but it's so funny. Like, look at me. What am I doing? Like, why did I think this was something that people wanted to watch? Like, okay, like I get like maybe it's like cool to like watch like the process, but like it goes on for so long. And now I'm like, okay, now this part is like, it's me and I'm like putting on like the scraps, but like why did I think it would be important to show me like mixing some like, oh my god, like okay, so there's me like wrapping. The nose gave me like a lot of grief. That thing would not stick down, but like why did I show me like mixing up the paper mache? Like, why did I show that? Nobody wants to see that. Oh my god. There's the little strap underneath the chin. It held it down. It was really good and helpful. But oh my god. Yeah. So there's me. I'm doing some more. I'm trying to build up the cheeks because I didn't know I'd get the cellular clay at this point. Yeah. There's me like putting like cardboard in there because like I thought it would make it more chunky, and like it kind of helped, but like I got the same effect without it, so like I was kind of like okay with that. But yeah. I just had to like voice over because I was like editing this video and I was like, what am I watching? But yeah, there's my creative process. These are the eyebrow thing. So I finished the mask yesterday. The good thing is that it slid right off of the saran wrap. It slid right off the saran wrap, so I can like reuse it. I'm letting it dry a little bit more because I really piled on these cheeks and they're still a little bit wet on the inside. So I'm letting that dry today. But yeah, so my idea for this mask is I'm gonna be doing Lust, and it won't focus, but I'm doing this one. So it has to have those big cheeks and big eyes and the big upper lip and then a little nose. But yeah, I tried making that general shape. I did make pieces of cardboard to put over the eyelids to make those like heavy eyelids like that. I really don't want to use too much of the flour mixture just because my mom says that it molds easily, which I knew, but I was getting kind of nervous because I was using like a lot of it, and I didn't want it to like not dry fully. And then because right now these cheeks are like, they're still a little bit damp even though they dried overnight, so I don't want the whole thing to get moldy and then I have to like throw away all my hard work. It's been about a week and a half since I recorded the last part. Spring break is over, so I'm just gonna show you all the progress that I've made over the past couple days, weeks, whatever. So I got this big box of stuff from my mom, and one of the things in it was like these, she gave me like 2 of these big bags of like paper pulp. What you do with it is you basically mix it with water and it turns into like a clay. It's called like celluclay. I'll put a link in the description. But yeah, you can use it as like a paper mache kind of clay instead of just using the strips, which saved my life. Oh my god. And you can sand it when it dries. Since it's got so much water in it, it takes like a really long time to dry, like a day or 2. But I got the hang of it and I finished the first mask. So it's Lust. As you can see, I painted it. I built up the structure a little bit more with the celluclay. The base is still just paper mache, and I added in some really long eyelashes. It looks really cool, and I really like the way it turned out. Yeah, so I got some really glittery Mod Podge on the discount rack at the RISD store. It was half off, so I just grabbed it. I don't have any regular Mod Podge, which I really need, but I forgot to grab that when I went home actually. But yeah, look, it looks really good, and when you put it on, it kind of just it looks really good when you put it on. So that's my first mask. Lust is complete. So I gotta make 6 more, but I think it's gonna go a lot faster with the celluclay. I need to sand down Sloth. I built him. He's a little bit thinner on the paper mache with the newsprint, but I think he's still pretty sturdy. So I need to sand him down. I got a Dremel from my friend, but I'm a little bit scared of it, so I think I might just go in with the sandpaper. It's really bumpy because of the, sorry, I don't know if you can focus on this guy. It's like really bumpy, as you can see, so you really need to like sand it for a while. So we'll see how that turns out. And I also did Anger, which is like the same amount of lumpy as the last one, so I need to sand this one out. But I have class tomorrow, but yeah, I need to cut out the whole bottom lip and like trim up the edges, and then I'm gonna paint them in class tomorrow. But as you guys might already know, I don't know if I said this, but I put saran wrap over a head. But when I went back home for Easter, my mom, hold on, she gave me these little like they're mask molds. So she gave me like 3 of them, and I got some tin foil to cover them, which like sticks so much better to the mold. So I got 3 of them. I had 2 pieces of tin foil, which I don't think is enough. So like one takes like 2/3. So I'm hoping that I'll have just enough to cover. This one will be 1 piece, and then this one will be like the 2 extra pieces. But yeah, I have a lot of stuff ahead of me. I don't think I'm gonna work on it too much tonight because I'm really tired.
So it's the night before everything's due. It just past midnight. Oh my god, I haven't filmed in a couple weeks because it hit like 90 degrees Fahrenheit over here, and they refused to turn on the air conditioning, so my room was like 86, 85 for like a week. It was really bad. Even after like the temperature dripped after the temperature dipped, it still like was like at 80, so I couldn't really do anything. And then I got sick, and like a whole bunch of stuff was going on, midterms, all that. But I've had to finish everything tonight, so I'm gonna go through the masks. Anger. We have gluttony. They look better when you take your glasses off, but I'm just showing them. This one gave me a lot of grief because I had to put this little monocle in. What is this? Greed. Envy. I like the eyes on this one. What is this? Sloth. This is the last one. I just finished this one, so it's still still drying. It's really heavy because it's like full of water. What is this? Pride. Kind of silly like that. It smells. Everything smells like Mod Podge. And the first one I made, Lust. Yeah, so I'm gonna show them to the crit tomorrow. Hopefully, it goes well. I had a really bad crit the other day. That's just how it goes. But yeah, I'm excited for these pieces. I'm gonna miss a little bit of the crit because I gotta go to health services. That should be it. Yeah, I will make an outro after I've taken a nap.